So I spent a week and a half in Rome in February of 2022, and if I don't do something with this footage soon, I'm gonna forget everything that happened. So I might be taking some creative liberties now, but nevertheless, let's get into it. We arrived after a 9.5 hour flight from Atlanta to Rome. I slept the whole time, but I think the rest of the group was a little jet lagged, so we took a train to the Airbnb, got settled in, and relaxed a little. The spot was really nice and cute, and all of us loved being there. Here's our first wine cheers of the trip. That evening we went to Piazza Novana, which is a public space. There's monuments, restaurants, things like that. During dinner that night, Brian decided he wanted to try an Italian bitter made from artichokes, to which he said,
I don't mind it.
which we all know is a damn lie. The next day, my friend Charlotte arrived and we did some more exploring. Everything was neat to see, but I wish I could have looked up what I was seeing. Couldn't do that because I didn't have any cell phone service. But we were able to hit up a cat sanctuary, a cathedral, a Trevi fountain, the Pantheon, got some gelato, and then we caught the sunset at the Spanish Steps. We finished the day with our favorite meal of the trip at Trattoria Giovanni. Brian was serenaded by an old Italian man singing "Take Me Home Country Roads." The next morning, we woke up to lovely weather, which we got really lucky and enjoyed all trip. We decided to start our day in Trastevere, where we walked along the Tiber River. I also tripped going up these stairs, which marks my only fall while in Italy. We went to this little place for lunch, and it had a lot of signed soccer jerseys on the wall, which was pretty cool. We drank a lot of wine for it being a Tuesday afternoon, and the waiter ended up taking a limoncello shot with us in honor of it being Brian's birthday. We checked out some of the shops and street art, which was incredibly plentiful compared to home. Rach met lots of Italian dogs, and of course Charlotte found the Italian cats. And before we headed to our pasta making class, we went to these botanical gardens, which also had a dinosaur exhibit. I don't really know, but it was cool. A highlight of our trip was definitely the pasta class, though. I think we did it through an Airbnb experience, but I'll put their Instagram on the screen too. It was a lot of fun. There was obviously wine, and there's Rachel pouring some for herself and Brian, and then there's me who goes through with this big decision-making process with my bottle. Maybe, yep. Okay, yep, that's mine. Okay, yep, that's mine. So as a result, I needed a little help from Charlotte. I don't have any final product footage, but to be honest, I suppose that means we were too busy having a good time anyway. Charlotte left the next day, and the rest of us got on a train to Naples, where we boarded a last-minute ferry to Ischia. When I say last minute, I'm pretty sure I had to jump the gap between the dock and the boat as it was pulling away. We spent most of the day in Ischia, ending up at a hot springs, which was awesome, and probably the sunset of my life. It was home to a few people and this smelly little dog who's very sweet but needed a bath real bad. When we took the cab from Naples to Amalfi, it was completely dark and we went to bed almost immediately upon arriving. We were so tired. When we woke up, we were truly able to look around our cute Airbnb, and we saw what we couldn't see the night before. We spent the morning soaking in our view. That afternoon, we went to the beach to get some gelato and catch a bus to get to the start of the Path of the Gods hike. The bus took us back up the same winding roads that our cab had taken us down the night before, and it took us a little bit to figure out where the trailhead actually started. The hike was insanely gorgeous. It took a couple hours to do, not only because it was long, but because we kept stopping for photo ops. There were a couple of homes along the trail and people would say hi as we passed, but for the most part it was just us. At the end of the trail was this town full of cats, so we hung out there for a little before realizing we were still going to have to go down a million steps to get the bus pickup to go home. Like, literally so many stairs. But of course we had another amazing sunset to cap the night off, so we couldn't complain. By the time we returned to Rome for the last few days of our stay, we were very tired and decided to take it easy. We were able to stroll around Campo di Fiori and buy a few things, and we caught a rugby game even though Italy did not win, nor did they come close to doing so. I think it was the last day that we visited the catacombs, which was definitely interesting. There's actually still human remains inside the catacombs, which you can see here. But overall, it was a great trip. I had a lot of fun, and as my first post-COVID international trip, it was nice seeing a little non-American dose of reality. Italy, thank you for some great memories. I'm sure I'll see you again soon. And yeah, that is the trip of 2022.
Look at all these chickens.